Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's a full Celtic Cross tarot spread on your love life. What's going on in your love life at the moment? Now this is a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, and that's where you can also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take a pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? And the crystal is out with the 6 of Wands card. This is about being seen to be together, that kind of thing. Official. Making it official. Or would you like the flower? This is out with the Knight of Voices card. Does someone need to apologize or say something? Reveal something? Or would you like this beautiful shell? And that is out with the 7 of Swords. Someone doing the wrong thing, lying or cheating or stealing or something like that. So take your pick right now. Pretty heavy readings, these ones, got to be honest. But there you go, that's what it is today, apparently. Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video as you're watching down there. Leave me a comment as well. Love hearing from you. And click on the subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update for the collective. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. We'd love to see you in there, so come along sometime. And I make 3 of these love pick a card reads a week. Let me know what you want them to be about in the description box below if you've got any ideas of what you want to see. Well, enjoy your reading. I will see you in there. So if you chose the crystal along with the Lightseer's Tarot, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's give you a full Celtic Cross Love Tarot spread. See what's going on in your love life at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be your story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's go straight into your reading and find out what this reading is about for you guys. Crystals. What's it all about? Well, this is about your victory. It's about you doing really well and being seen to be doing really well. This could be about being seen to be with someone now who is a catch. This could be about a relationship out there for everyone to see, going public with something. Especially for those of you that have kind of been around those that don't really want to commit, don't want to be, don't want to be seen to be. It's like, you're not really my girlfriend. Those kind of people, where they want to keep you in the grey area. If you've been like that, then, and you want to be with someone that wants to be with you, wants to be seen with you, and all those kind of things, being acknowledged. It's about being acknowledged in relationships to the external world. And some people might say, and some people might have said to you, that you don't actually need that. You shouldn't need other people's validation and all of that. But no, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird for someone to want to keep your secret. What's holding you back here? What is crossing you? The World. End of a chapter. Okay. So this might have been on repeat. People not wanting to have you as official kind of thing. Putting it out there. It could be that this chapter just needs to end now. You need to stop this story by noticing it and just saying no to it straight away, just cutting it off. Oh, you don't want to be called boyfriend and girlfriend. See you then. It's been nice knowing you. And then cutting it off right there. You got to say no to this behavior and be strong with that no. You're not going to change it. You're not going to change it in someone. So as soon as you see that, you need to be saying a strong no to it and just be like, just leave it behind. That's definitely what I do not want, and so I'm giving that up now. That's how you're going to end this chapter, is by saying a strong no to it whenever it shows up. Because it's going to exist. People like that are going to exist, right? But when you come across them, if you just make that a deal breaker and cut it off, then you're going to become impervious to it, like not bothered by it anymore. Because you might even start noticing the signs of those that are headed that way too. How do things appear on the surface of it? 10 of Pentacles, like it could be the happily ever after. You'd be really good together. You'd be you could build something, build a future together. You can see like a life with this person, getting a house with this person, perhaps building a family with this person if you're young enough to do that kind of thing. Or, getting fur babies together and building something together, you know, building a nice lifestyle together. So some of you could be in a relationship now, and maybe the cycle has changed. I don't know, but that world card is saying it's kind of crossing you. So it's kind of saying that you haven't ended that. It's for you to end this cycle, and you haven't ended that yet if it's crossing you. What's really behind the Ten of Pentacles is Two of Swords, a decision not being made, Page of Swords, but the thinking about it. So you've got hope that someone does want to be seen with you, be seen to be in a relationship with you, to put that relationship out there. But this indecision, it means that they're thinking on it, you know? They're thinking on it. Well, if someone's getting into a relationship and they really want a relationship, they won't be thinking on it. They'll have thought of that before they got into a relationship. If someone gets into a relationship and then they've got to think if it's actually a relationship that they want, then they've not got into a relationship. They've just got into a connection for sex or a connection for whatever their needs are. This reading kind of reminds me of someone who's used to not getting their needs met in relationship. So someone that is you, someone that is focused too much on meeting the other person's needs and completely forgetting about their own needs in relationship. So the other person not meeting your relationship needs, but that apparently being okay with you, and it's not okay. You start saying no to that. So kind of quite happy to continue seeing you, but not making a firm decision, but you're kind of hopeful that they will make a decision. You can see that the potential is there, but the potential isn't there if they're not choosing it. If they don't put skin in the game and they're not choosing it, then they didn't choose it in the first place. Initiation, or the very start of things, how we get into things, why we're getting into things, it's so very important. So very important. So if someone, as I said, if someone isn't looking for a relationship, but they're just looking to get their relationship needs met, they're just wanting a fling, then that's what they're going to get, right? And if you're getting into that by mistake, by accident, when you're wanting something more than that, the Ten of Pentacles, then you've chosen wrong. You've chosen the wrong one. Generally, people that are looking for flings will go about it very differently than the ones that are looking for relationships. And so perhaps you are susceptible to being romanced or picked up or, perhaps you're susceptible to that rather than realizing someone that actually wants a relationship, wants something long-term, wants this Ten of Pentacles, is going to go about it very differently. Recent past energies. What are the recent past energies? I feel like you're holding hope for a person here. You held your energy back. Okay. So you've been holding your energy back. So probably while, I think in attempt to manipulate, I think holding your energy back so to push this because you want them to change and want this Ten of Pentacles, right, with you. But just remember how someone got into something, that is the energy, that's the energy match. Right there, of the very start of it when you first met them. And it feels like this person was looking for a fling to me. And you're trying to change it into something more. So you've held your energy back, hoping that they're going to change, that's going to help them change their mind. Near future energy. What's the near future energy? The Star, feeling hopeful and waiting. So you've got more waiting ahead of you, this hopeful waiting that I feel like you're already in that. It appears like you've turned your back on them, but really you're hopeful and you're waiting for them. That's why you're watching readings like this, to see if it's happening, yeah? Okay, so this is about the Six of Wands, about being acknowledged as a couple. Yeah. What else is this reading about? It's also about the Page of Wands, excitement, the start of things, exciting things. And that's what I thought. It's the way that you're getting into things. You're susceptible to being wandsed, you know, flirt, that kind of thing. The excitement gets you into a relationship. But it's not necessarily the way that people that want long-term relationships will approach you. So when the ones that are long-term relationship, they're going to be very careful about kind of what they're getting into. They're going to take more measured steps to get to know somebody. It's not just going to be the flirt thing. The flirt thing is just like a game, you know? I'm not saying that there's not going to be any flirting there, but the flirt thing is a game. It's a game player. Yeah, so you might just be a little bit too susceptible to that. What are your fears? Fears are King of Swords. The King of Swords is intellectual. They can be very boring. They can be quite slow moving as well. And they might actually be a better match to you. But you're afraid that they're going to be boring, too slow, not exciting enough for you. So you might be, when I was saying about too susceptible to the wands, to the excitement and all of that, to the game, to the flirting. And you might be saying to me, yeah, but there's got to be that there, Claire. Like, I can't just get into a relationship with someone boring that I'm not attracted to and all of that. And it's like, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not. But you can be getting into a relationship with someone who's serious about getting into a relationship and have that fun and flirty and all that kind of thing, and the passion and the desire and all of that stuff on top of that. But when it starts as that, when that's someone's angle when they first come in, that's what they're wanting, right? Just the fun and the games. So fearing the King of Swords is like like saying, I don't want to get into a boring thing. So even though you want the Ten of Pentacles, you're thinking that if you do it the right way, if you find someone that wants a relationship, they're just going to bore you to death and you're not going to be attracted to them. What else are you fearing? Three of Wands, waiting for the perfect person, waiting forever kind of thing. Waiting forever. So you're like, well, I'm going to have to choose what's in front of me, and it's just the flirty ones that are in front of me. Hopes. What are your hopes? Judgment. That someone's going to be discerning, that they're going to choose you. So you've still got hopes for this person. They're going to change. Yeah, Two of Cups, a significant love offer. So you really have high hopes for this person that they're actually going to come good and give you that love offer. Okay, so let's get the outcome then. So how is this all going to end up? I'm going to get a few outcome cards out here to get a bit of progression. Okay. Yikes. That, and then that, and then that. Woo! Wow. Yeah, I'm going to get a few cards out here. That's 3 of them already, and that's quite something. I'm going to reveal these in the deeper dive read, that extended reading. I'll also be getting cards out from these decks back here on the shelves to give you more information and advice and all of that, more information about it. I'll be going into their energy as well, getting messages from them, perhaps what it is that they need to heal, that kind of stuff, where they're at. Just depends what's coming up. If anyone else comes up in this reading, I'm getting message cards from them, getting into their energy too. Outcome cards. It can't just be those 3. Okay. 4. 5. And 1 more, please. And then what? And then what? Card almost came out, but it went back in. And then what, please, guides? Right, there we go. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you have 6 outcome cards there. Quite a dramatic start to this as well. So if you're interested in finding out what these are, if this sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click on that subscribe button with that notification bell too while you're down there. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, which is along with the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's give you a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread here. Find out what's going on in your love life. Now, as usual, Flowers is going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be your story, want it to be your story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of this reading, we're popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading. What is going on in your love life right now? What is this reading all about? It's about the Six of Voices and the Knight of Voices. It's about movement happening now. The universe helping you out over obstacles. A Knight of Voices. It could be about an apology or someone coming in with telling you some kind of a truth. The Knight of Voices is very swift moving and something is said that needs to be said. There's communication. So, and the communication might be what gets you over these obstacles and gets things moving. So communication is needed to get things moving forward. Someone could be shying away from communication at the moment. A truth or a piece of information or an apology that is really needed to get things moving is being withheld right now. And I feel like this reading is about that happening, that coming forward to get things moving. So someone could be being quiet with you at the moment because they're not prepared to give that apology or that piece of information that is required. Okay, so what is hindering you in this? What's hindering you in this? The World. The Page of Materials. And the Queen of Voices. Okay. So the World card means that there is a cycle that you're in, a chapter that you're in, something that you do or something that you don't do that needs to change so that you have a different outcome to this. And that is about Page of Materials. What you're dreaming up, what you are kind of instigating for this path, and having boundaries about that. So some of you might be hopeful rather than being clear, demanding someone say something, asking that question. So that will change what goes on. So what this is saying is, instead of being kind of wishful thinking or just hoping and leaving it up to them to come forward with that, you need to have stronger boundaries with that and actually demand that they ask you a question or bring it up yourself. That is what is going to change it. That's what's going to end the chapter. So this is saying that you're being a bit too passive, and that's what's hindering you. It's not changing. That movement isn't happening because you're being a bit too passive and you're not demanding that communication that's required. You're not pushing for that and demanding that. So how do things appear on the surface of it? So it's like you're waiting, it's their turn. You're waiting for them to take the initiative is what it feels like to me. On the surface of it, you've got the Muse of Voices. They're gaining clarity. You think they're getting clarity, and intuitively you know that. So you're on the surface of it, you think you intuitively know that they're gaining clarity on this. So they're coming round kind of thing. They're figuring it out. They're gaining clarity on it, and you think that communication is going to come in, right? What's really behind that is they're watching you, paying close attention to you with a lot of passion. So this person is very attracted to you. They've got a lot of passion for you. They're paying attention to you, Page of Voices. It appears like they do want to start something off with you, but it's very lustful kind of thing. Very much, on a physical kind of level with that Ace of Inspiration. So they like what they see, and they do want something with you. And they might be aware that you want more. But this energy is very different than that energy. How things appear on the surface, that they're getting clarity. It doesn't feel that way to me. It feels like they're just like a physical connection with you. From that, they're just kind of looking at your pictures and that kind of thing and wanting to be with you. So recent past energy. What's the recent past energy in this? Muse of Emotions. They showed you love. You could tell that they loved you, or they told you that they loved you, and they were showing you love. Oh, there we go. Sorry, a little bit hot. They were showing you love, okay, and near future energy. So what went on then? They were showing you love. It kind of feels like, oh, you're just wanting them to take things to the next level, maybe. 10 of emotions is what you've got coming in, so your heart being really happy, the happily ever after. Okay, good, good, good. That's great energy that you've got coming. Right, so tell us what this reading is also about. 6 of Voices, Knight of Voices. About that movement forward, about the truth coming out, or something being said, revealed, or apologized for. It's about the past. And 5 of Inspiration. Either competition in the past, so other people involved, or... yeah, it's other people involved. 5 of Inspiration, so a bit of competition there from the past. So them not having let go of the past yet is what it's about. Okay, which is why they're watching you with that passion. They want to be with you, but they're not ready to give you that information yet because they're still freeing themselves from something in the past. Now it's making much more sense why you've got the 10 of Emotions coming out there, because it wasn't looking like it was heading in that direction from the energies. But all they can do right now is sit back and watch you and be attracted to. They can't come forward with that information yet because someone from the past, someone else involved, they've got to wait for that to be sorted out first. What are your fears? Fears that are they going to say no, you're going to end up being left out, that you're the one that loses, that you're kind of hanging around waiting for something to happen and it's not going to happen. Your fears are also Muse of Inspiration, that it's just a lusty kind of a thing, that they just want you for that. Okay, so, well, that would have, yeah, not made you feel very good when I said what was behind that then, that they're just kind of looking on with that passion. It does, well, with a page and an ace though, it does feel like they want to start something with you. Your hopes, what are your hopes? Flowers' hopes. What are your hopes for this? What are your hopes for this? Hopes. No? Oh, there we go. 8 of Emotions. To walk away. To let this go. So it could be really tricky for you. This not happening kind of thing. You're waiting. Oh, I wish I could just let this go. Meet someone where it's not so complicated. That kind of thing. The Emperor. Wishing, hoping that they step up and take the lead and become that divine masculine and you know, make some decisions, take the lead in their life, that kind of thing. Okay. Whew. What else? No, outcome cards. What are the outcomes? So I'm going to get some outcome cards out here. I'm going to get a few of them out. So we've got a progression. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So we've got a progression. I will be revealing these outcome cards in the deeper dive read, that extended reading. I'll be getting cards out of the decks that are up on those shelves at the back as well for more information, guidance for you, all that kind of thing. Ooh. And then what? And I'll be getting message cards out for your person. Let's find where they're at as well. If you've got anyone else coming up in the reading, I'll be getting information about them too. We'll find out where they're at too. Okay, oh, nice. We'll find out where they're at too, with some healing cards as well. See what's going on inside for them. Let's get deeper into what is going on for them, their intentions, all that kind of thing. So, yeah, your outcome cards here. Interesting. Something's going to show up for you in there. Okay, so if you're interested in finding out what they are and all the rest of it, and all that guidance and all that jazz, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If this sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, that email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like on this video before you click off down there. Leave me a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, this beautiful little shell, along with the Tarot of Mystical Moments, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Tarot Celtic crossbred, find out what's going on in your love life. Shells. So, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get straight into your reading. What's this reading all about? The Seven of Swords. Someone being sneaky, someone lying to you, someone underhanded, something underhanded. Oh no. What's hindering you in there? So someone's been lying to you, or someone's been sneaky or unfaithful, something like that. Oh wow. I'm told to take them all. What's hindering you in this? Okay, let's go one at a time. Hanged Man, keep on changing your mind. You're up and down about it, okay? So one day you'll have clarity about this, like I'm letting them go. Then the next day it's like, oh, I'm not sure if I believe them or not. And someone tells you something about them and you're like, yeah, I believe them. And then the next day you're like, oh, I'm not sure. So you're all over the place. You're on that roller coaster of changing your mind about them. You're not sure who to believe. Got the Emperor here. You're taking charge of things. This might indicate too much ownership of what's going on here. You might not be putting the blame, the responsibility fair and square on their shoulders where it belongs. You might be taking too much responsibility in it. What else? Eight of Pentacles. Work that you've put in. A kind of feeling of I've invested so much of myself in this that I don't want to let it go. I don't want it to be true. I want to receive back from it. I've invested in this. I'm going to stick with it. Nine of Pentacles, single independent. Again, an energy that you're taking too much on for yourself. You're taking... So for example, if your person has lied about something and other people are telling you about that and you don't quite want to believe them, or you're up and down, sometimes you believe them, sometimes you don't, you're taking too much of this on for yourself. So you might be making excuses for them, or you might be thinking, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong to warrant this behavior? What did I do to deserve this, kind of thing? You're taking too much of it on for yourself, is what this is saying. Probably because you've invested in it, but there's some kind of a belief that you've got more responsibility for this than you actually have. So you need to know what is yours and what is theirs, and like leave the responsibility, or put the responsibility where it belongs. So you're up and down all over the place about this. Oh, so this is probably something that's just gone down then, if you're in that up and down kind of thing. It feels like trauma to me, something that just really rocks your world and changes your world. Whenever I've been in that, changing my mind and like, I believe this, no, I don't believe that. That rocky stage is when something really shocking has just happened. Yikes. Okay, so how do things appear on the face of it? I wanted positive readings this week. I was like, guys, give me some positive readings, please. And they've all been a bit like, whoa. Okay. Face of it. How do things appear on the face of it? Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. That this is someone that you could marry. That's someone that is firm foundation kind of thing. Someone that you could settle down with. Six of Pentacles. That it's reciprocated. That you're on a par with each other, that this could be really good. Very positive cards, that. What's really behind that? What's really behind that? What's really behind that? I like those two cards then. Queen of Pentacles, you're the solid one. The Star, and hopeful that they are. Okay. So really what's behind that is you're the solid one. You've got the solid energy, those firm foundations. Not necessarily them, but definitely you have. And you're hopeful that they have. So it's more wishful thinking on your part that that's true, that you've got a solid foundation with this person. You're the solid one. You're thinking that they're your equal. Not necessarily so, especially if there's some dodgy behaviour going on here. Because that's not dodgy behaviour that you would do, right? So that means that they're not your equal. Recent past energies. So this reading, it kind of smacks of someone like you, not wanting to believe that someone's done something bad because you think that they're your equal, but they have done something bad. Recent past energy, 9 of Cups, they were making your wishes come true and things were moving forward. So there's a lot of positive energy in the past. They were making you happy. Felt like a fated connection. A lot of things lining up for you. What's coming in the near future? Strength. You're going to need to be strong. You're going to need to be strong in the future. Perhaps have a strong stance with whatever goes down. Now, it feels like you're not strong at the moment, and there's up and down kind of an energy. And you're taking too much of it on for yourself. Taking too much responsibility. Thinking that they are a match to you when you would never do something like that, which is why you don't want to believe it of them, right? You're going to have to be strong. Okay. This reading is about the Seven of Swords, about them having done something, a lie or cheating or whatever it is that they've done. It's a shock to you. Queen of Cups, and it's about you receiving. Okay, you deserve better than this. Yeah, you deserve better than this. It's your time to receive now. Not have to be the one in control, the one responsible, the solid one, the one that provides, the one that sorts someone else out, the one that clears things up, the one that fixes stuff, you know. It's your time to receive from a relationship. You want to be with someone who is good for you, so that you don't have to do all of that clear up on aisle 6 kind of stuff when someone's making a mess. What are your hopes? No. Fears. What are your fears? 5 of Swords. Yeah, to have your heart ripped out like that by someone really cold. So your fears are that they're really cold-hearted and that they've done this to hurt you. Yikes. And judgment. That it's going to come out. Like judgment. Like it's going to come out as being true. Your fears are that it's going to be revealed that it's actually true that they did that terrible thing. What are your hopes? The Sun for happiness. Happiness again, because you had some happiness there in the recent past with this person. So you're hoping for happiness, and the Emperor, for them to stand up and take responsibility for things and lead the way and sort it out and all of that kind of stuff. To take the lead. Okay, what's the actual outcome then? We know what you're hoping for. I'm going to get about 6 outcome cards out here to see what the outcome is. And reveal these in the deeper dive read, that extended reading. I will also, in that extended reading, be getting cards out from the decks back there as well to give you some guidance, more information about all of this. And I will be getting message cards out from your person, find out what they need to say. We might also find out what's going on with them too, to lead to all of this stuff, with some other decks that I've got here. 3, 4. Okay. 2 more cards, then what happens? Yes. And then, yeah, okay, right. 6 outcome cards there. You're going to get through this. You are going to get through this. So, yeah, if you want to know what these outcome cards are and all the rest of it as well, then you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If it sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, then you might want to get that. If you want to get it, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you're not going to receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder, all those places your email provider hides out all your emails away from you. And once you found it, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on that shell on your device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly.